Good evening, I'm Leland Vittert. If you filled up your tank lately, then you know gas prices are skyrocketing. The national average for a gallon of gas is $3.18. That's probably music to your ears if you're watching in California, where you have been paying over $4 a gallon for regular unleaded. These rising prices has the Biden administration so worried they are asking OPEC, a group of oil-producing countries, mainly the Saudis and the Russians, to increase supply and thus hopefully lower the price at the pump. And all this comes after President Biden blocked the Keystone XL pipeline permit on his first day in office. The pipeline was designed to deliver hundreds of thousands of barrels of crude oil every day from our close ally Canada down here to America. Mr. Biden canceled it back in January because of climate change concerns, but now he says, well, America needs help. Here to talk about the rising prices and the White House asking for help from OPEC is Ellen Wald, senior fellow at the Atlantic's Global Energy Center and president of Transversal Consulting, both of which I think certify you as an expert. Nice to see you, ma'am. We appreciate it. Is this a preventable crisis that we are in?
So it's definitely a preventable crisis, and the fact that gasoline prices are higher is actually a result of a lot of things, not just less oil supply. And in fact, part of that is due to the fact that America is actually producing less oil now than it was before the pandemic. So we're partially responsible for it by not producing so much. And part of that is actually due to the White House's current policies. And it's not just the Keystone XL pipeline, it's also a high degree of regulatory uncertainty and the decision by the administration to put a moratorium on all new leases for drilling on federal lands. That's making drillers very hesitant to expand production.
Yeah, and also drillers very hesitant to go risk the millions of dollars if you don't know what the regulations are going to be like from the Green New Deal or other kinds of legislation. It seems as though, based on having to ask the Saudis and especially the Russians for help, for all the tough talk that Mr. Biden made during the campaign about getting tough with the Russians, this now puts Vladimir Putin in a much more powerful position.
Oh, exactly. And I'm sure that he is well aware that recently Russian oil exports to the United States are at their highest levels that we've ever seen them. So that's certainly another issue that he's thinking about. And the Saudis as well. I mean, right now, they must be completely kind of bemused or befuddled as to why the Biden administration would ask them at this time, because in fact, they actually are increasing production at this time and plan to increase production in the coming months. So the request really seems a bit off kilter for what's actually happening in the oil market.
When you say it's off kilter, do you think the administration realizes that and is just desperate, or are they signaling that there's nothing they can do about it?
Honestly, I think they're trying to kind of punt or distract from some of the other issues that are causing gasoline prices to rise, like inflation, state policies, more gasoline taxes, their own climate policies that have brought this on the people. And
so
OPEC
blame the Russians and the Saudis and say there's nothing we can do. They didn't raise production. Don't look at us. There's no secret among the Biden administration that they're trying to do everything they can to crush the fossil fuel industry and then to try to encourage green energy in electric cars and the like. And we saw the executive order from a couple of weeks ago. I guess the question, though, would be, does this mean even more pain at the pump going forward based on your description earlier?
Well, it's interesting because there's a lot at play here, and it's likely that as we hit the end of the summer driving season, that demand for gasoline will come down. And so it is likely that gasoline prices will start to decline in the future, but not to the levels that we saw last year and in years previous, because oil prices are higher. So it will be a persistent problem.
And it also takes a while for the wildcatters to go out, find the new wells, drill, strike oil, build the infrastructure, et cetera, which is very difficult to do and risky, as you point out, in this environment. Ellen, great explanations. We really appreciate it. Fascinating.
Thank you.
All right. You know, rarely when you're sitting around